The chase for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship preview show is brought to you by
Matt Kenseth, all those guys. You know what? It's next week.
All right, let's start with the number 10 driver, Ryan Newman. Marty Snyder's with him.
And he's debriefing with car owner Roger Penske. And you're in officially. You said you didn't want to know until you heard the official word, but you're officially in. Congratulations. Walk me through your night and how close were you on fuel at the end there?
Just the whole layout of the race was so instrumental for us. Having to pit under green got us way behind, and the All-Tall Dodge guys just fought back, and just got to thank everybody at All-Tall Mobile, Sony, and Dodge for all their support all year. Do our best job we can for them these next 10 races, but definitely close, and don't even know what emotions I should feel right now. It's just I don't know. We'll kick it in high gear, I guess.
Aren't you somewhat relieved though?
I guess in a way, yeah, but I mean, it seems like kind of drab down here. I mean, everybody's just kind of walking around doing their thing like they're getting ready to go home, but it's I guess a big day for us, and we worked really hard all year to get to this point. Not the point we want to be in, but give us a good opportunity, and we'll try to make the best of it.
Size up how your race team has been in the last few weeks, and do you feel like you're in a position to make a run for the championship, Ryan?
I guess we are, being 10th. I mean, that's all I can say. I just put our best foot forward and go on and see what we can do to attack.
Let's bring in your car owner, Roger Penske. And how nerve-wracking was it to watch up there from the spotter stand tonight, Roger?
Well, I didn't really know where we were, but I knew that Matt was so cool on the radio and just telling Ryan to save a little bit of fuel there, that hopefully we were in good shape. But these guys did a great job these last 3 races, and they deserve to be in. We were in 10th. We'd like to maybe have been first, but 10 races to go now. We'll see what happens.
Month and a half ago, things weren't going so well for the 12 team. Talk about the rally they've had in the last few weeks. They've been awfully good, haven't they?
Well, this is a great team. We've showed it before, and I think that they put their knuckle down here the last 3 races and delivered what we needed. So again, great opportunity for us to be in the top 10.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Thanks. It's just TNT. We're trying to build a little drama.
We're building a little drama, as he says. Dave?
Well, Mark Martin's been building drama over the last few weeks here. In fact, Mark, just a few short races ago, you counted you and your team out of this deal. Congratulations on a top 5 and getting yourself in.
Man, I had to have a drink of Gatorade after that was over with. That's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I want to thank Pat Tryson and the Viagra team, Ford and Kraft Foods, and all Pennzoil, all the folks that support us here, because we're in the hunt now.
How tough was it getting through that wreck out there?
I guess I got lucky. Yeah, a little Joey Chitwood going on there, but it was meant to be. We didn't run as well as we hoped to, but we sure did race hard. Man, we raced our guts out today, and we have a great race team, and they deserve to be in the hunt, and they're in now. I'm so proud of them.
I noticed you favoring your left arm, Mark. Was that part of what made it so hard for you tonight?
No, it's just it's hurting now, but no, the car wasn't quite as good as we had hoped it was going to be, and as it looked like it was going to be. And this seat was just slightly different, and because I was up on the wheel, especially the last 100 laps, I drove harder than I've ever drove to win a race. The car was a little loose, and it just kind of beat me in the ground today. And I'm so glad that this is over with, and we can get back to normal. We got.
Wait a minute, you don't get that much of a break on the top 10 here. You've got to race hard. Is that normal?
You don't have to race like we had to race. We spotted some great competition, several hundred points to get in, and we almost got ourselves excluded from it. And it wasn't because we didn't run good. We have a top 5 team. From here on, I swear, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. This was the hardest thing I can ever remember doing.
Mark, you will start 8th in the chase for the championship. You'll have some ground to make up on the top 7. Based on what you've seen from your team in the last couple of weeks, it's doable, isn't it?
It's doable. We have 6 racetracks that we should be just incredible at, and then 4 that we should do okay at. So, it all comes down to luck and some performance. I mean, you saw how the Jeremy Mayfield ran tonight. I mean, unbelievable. They stepped up to the plate big time, and somebody's either going to have to run like that every week if they have trouble, or somebody's going to have no trouble ever in the last 10, and probably the no trouble guy is going to win out.
One last thing, I noticed reigning Cup champion Matt Kenseth came over and said, "I told you it'd be all right." Did you guys talk before the race?
I've been stressing pretty hard. This has been a rough a rough 2 months. We've been testing almost every single week. We've had some mishaps and problems and run so good on the racetrack, but we had to race great race teams all the time too, and the hurricanes, we've weathered 2 hurricanes and all kinds of stuff, and it's been it's been grueling, and this last week it's just been murder on me, and I'm going to fly the family home tomorrow, and I'm going to lay down for a while, and we're going to start worrying about it about Sunday night or Monday morning. We're going to go to work on it.
All right, Mark Martin, who has finished second in the championship before, will have yet another opportunity to contend for the Cup, the Nextel Chase. Weber?
Thanks, Dave. With Jeff Gordon, third on the track, first in the points, and let's just talk about your night, because it went from okay to not so good to what you called it a championship-winning effort as you crossed the line.
How was that? Was that drama?
That was drama.
It was drama for me. I know that, and this entire team. What a great effort. It really was. I would have never guessed we'd have pulled a third place. So we were really at fourth. I don't know what happened to Kurt there at the end, but pulled a third out of it. And, just an up and down night. And luckily, the best the car was the beginning and the end. So we really fought back. But between wrecks happening in front of me and the car going away, us losing a lap, and then just making that great comeback. There at the beginning of the race, I was like, man, this is going to be a fun night. That thing just drove to the front, and we didn't do anything to it, and it just went completely away, and I'm not exactly sure why. And there at the end, they put a set of tires on, and we luckily stayed on the lead lap by staying out. Robbie made a great call there. We were very fortunate, and then the car was great there at the end, and we drove by some guys. The next thing I know, I'm fifth, fourth, and then they tell me I'm third at the end. So great night. I hate it for Jimmy that he had that problem. I saw a lot of stuff happening in front of me, and I thought I was going to be in it right there with him when he went into the grass.
Well, tell me about that. What did you see?
I just saw somebody get sideways, and there were just a bunch of cars all stacked up, and I dove to the bottom, and Jimmy was in front of me, and I was on the brakes, and the car wasn't slowing down. I was sliding right towards him, and luckily he spun out of the way right as I got there, and we lost some track position because we came in and changed tires, and our night just got more and more interesting from there until the end.
Obviously, you're chasing a 5th championship. That drive resumes or begins, depending on how you look at it, next week.
Yeah, it does, and we just tested at New Hampshire. We're excited about these last 10 races. That kind of effort that we had tonight is one we're going to put out every weekend for the next 10 weeks, and if that doesn't get it done, the other guys can have it, but we're not going to give up with this thing, on this thing without a fight. Drive for 5 is on, baby.
Good luck. We'll see you in New Hampshire.
All right, thank you.
Jeff Gordon goes to New Hampshire as the championship leader, looking for his 5th championship in this sport. Teammates Kurt Busch and Mark Martin, 2 other guys, along with Tony Stewart, that will be racing for the Nextel Cup this season.